trade. Trade
Here, take this gnome. Please take the gnome.
Thank you so
Trade
much.
it back.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now you're a bit of a... But
Now get rid of the zombies, please.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy trading.
can you... Hang on, Adam Smith, I'm injured.
Goodbye. Another successful trade. No one can stop the market.
What is the name of the song that Ava Max released in 2018, which became her breakthrough hit and topped the charts in 22 countries?
Can I get that in a sentence?
Yeah, was that not a sentence? Hello, friends. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are feeling nice. Hello, Red. Hello, Bread Santa. I will come up with some new way. I liked the automated hello spiel. It reminded me of those TikToks of farmers banging on a shed and suddenly 75 animals come out, all with glorious nicknames. That was what I always wanted to evoke. Kick in a shed to scare animals so that you can make content with them. Hello, Pepsi Scrolls. Hello, Dr. Plem. Hello, Crispin Fryer. Hello, Rosanna. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Buzz Josie. Are we the 75 animals? You are, according to my readout, about 20 animals. But the farmers have more. I aspire to have as many animals as a TikTok farmer. But we have to work with what we have. We have to work with who we have and who we are. Some exciting developments in Wikipedia land. But before that, would you like to see some pictures I got from a photo shoot? So we'd like to see some unusably strange photos I got made up that I hope will help me in the next year or so. SSD still lost? I know exactly where it is. It's just dead. It's fried. It is not coming back. Oh, hello, Funky Mr. Chicken. Well, this kind of it's failing to hello everyone, which is why I made the hello system to ensure parity with algorithmic perfection. Yeah, so I'm doing this show this year, back channel, now available. And when they're not unusable, they're just maybe they are good actually. I'm coming around on them in a big way. Let me let me find them for you. I would have any music. I need to rebuild all the music playlists I had in here. So I got some pictures with Benjamilian. Not with, from they took the pictures and they're of me. And what I was really into is we took a lot of pictures. We took like maybe 100, 200 pictures. And then we got into a dark room. We darkened the room. And then we put the pictures on a random slideshow. And then we projected the pictures back onto my face. And I thought this would make something wonderful and interesting. I think in the age of digital photo manipulation, why not commit to purely practical effects with also an RNG element? Do you want to see what we came out with? You guys, you can see some thumbnails, but do you want to see them better? I have like, I don't know. These are my pictures for the year, and we're going to work out what are these good for promo. So this is an early one. It's just me projecting my own. So the first set of pictures, I wore this kind of Dalmatian costume. I should mention for the first set of pictures. If I can show you the first set of pictures. I was just wearing a nice sort of Dalmatian's robe. Jambud says it makes me look like a furry, but I think I look great in it. I think I look wonderful here. Just be looking kind of regal, just some nice pics. Just nice pics to be in a robe, some nice dramatic lighting. We've got some more dramatic lighting here. I think this looks pretty good. Doesn't make it look a bit like a furry. What about a king? Doesn't it make me look like a king? Doesn't it make me look, nice? Some of these are better than others. Oh yeah, I've added this one. This one, I like this one a lot. So it's actually this work. It's the neckline. You look like you're missing a mascot head. Yes, I do understand. I look like someone
it's the
who was
neckline. You look like you're missing a mascot head.
Yeah, I know. I added this one in as a moke. I think it had a moke potential. So no, I think these broadly look nice. There's a lot of I look a bit mad in this one. Is a tampon a furry? Asking for Charles. I'm not qualified to speak on this. I think the photos are overall very good, but where the interest comes in is when we took all those photos and we started projecting them back onto me. And I think they get better, they get worse, they remain strange throughout. Over time, because these are still listed in chronological order. So over time, we get a lot better at having the two images overlay over each other. Hello, Mono. So we've just got me giving a thumbs up in the background with me giving a thumbs up in the foreground. This was a candid moment of me saying, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Very clearly, I'm like, I don't know if this is panning out. I don't know if this effect looks that good. But then I think it starts to work a little bit more. This image, I haven't saved them, but there are a lot of images of me sticking my tongue out and miming shooting myself with a handgun into my forehead. I didn't save those, but they have been projected back onto me. And I think there's something coming across here. I think it starts getting good around here. I think this is all right. Glasses off here. I think because of the projection, because the projector was shot right in my face, very hard not to get glare off of my big lenses. Here I am not looking like me at all, really. I just don't think people would recognize that as me. Side profile without the glasses looks very different. The projection ones work well with this because the show content is about projection, yeah, and it's about, I don't know. I'm not going to define what it is about now, but I think they're looking pretty good here. This is a bit I've just released. I've just released a solo album, but you can see something's getting somewhere. I should have kept the Dalmatian robe for both. I think the Dalmatian robe was great. I didn't know at the time, which Dan Budd has really laid out, that Dalmatians are a big furry thing. They are the furry dog. This one is a favorite of mine. This is the most Exorcist I go. I think it's pretty good. Also, you've caught it in a moment where the slideshow in the background's transitioning between slides, and it picked random animations to transition here. So you've got like double me, and then I've gone mad. So I think that's quite nice. I think that's fun. Sort of a polite one. We tried for a lot of them to like line up one eye each. So you've got one eye gets a bit doubled up. I think this one's quite nice. A shame about the colours and there's sort of a kind of a blue lighting that's a bit washed out. But that actually probably needs to be touched up. But I think here we get onto something good. I think these are just interesting. There's something just striking about the images. And I think it justifies the value of doing it as a practical effect, because you would struggle to recreate the interesting light and color with digital here, I think. It does, yes. It's very, yeah. I've left to become somewhere between Coldplay and Alice in Chains. There. For every single shot, I'm doing one where I look annoyed and one where I look smiley. But I think these are all good. I think by the time we hit here, and you've got a lot of negative space around it, which I quite like. It lends itself just having a lot of blackness that you can write your show details on. This one I like in particular because the eye that's on my forehead is just wonderful. It just gives me a big bubble, and it gives me a big third eye, which I enjoy. This one we kept. I don't think it's the best because you can't really tell what's going on, but this kind of doubled. This was another time when the slideshow was moving between images, and these are just my beard creating this weird phallic corridor. Or you could think of it as a SpaceX spaceship, if you like. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, glasses off me doesn't look like anything. I do the stream like this so you could get used to it, but I literally can't read what you've written. My lenses, for all the smallness of all the fact that my lenses are thin, all the fact my frame is thin, my lenses are huge. I am honestly on my way to having serious eye conditions at some point. Now we're getting good. This stuff, I think, is where it starts getting peak. This rules, I think. I think this is fun. What do you mean, oh dear? What do you mean? You should be saying hooray or congratulations. This is good. They get better than this. The trajectory that this is on, we get more of it later. That one's nice. I think this one's pretty good. They become, yeah, there are some which are ludicrously hard to pass. There are some that feels like you've tripped over a magic eye puzzle and you've hurt your leg. The kind of promo images, there were a lot that I looked at. I'm like, it didn't really work. And the more I've sat with these images, the more I'm like, these all rule. These all are very good. They're nicely disconcerting. And they take a moment. I think the eye washes over it, but if you ever spend any time passing out the two faces, there's rewards for the mind. You can't see the other meat as well in here. No, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. That's good, right? Going down the neck. That's Fight Club Bally. Yeah, it's the mood sounds a little bit. It seems like Train Spotting 7. If Train Spotting went the Fast and Furious route, this would be one of the deeper sequels. Bit blurry, but I think it's a lot of fun. I like the ones where the background image is way easier to see than the foreground image. I think it's fun. I like the sort of pursed mouth, like I'm trying to whistle. Now this is good. I like them when they're really superimposed like this. This is where I think it gets real tasty. This one's a bit chaotic. This is possibly one of the most chaotic ones I kept. I think it's good. I think you can see I've got a weird grimace nice and clearly. You can also see a kind of Passion of the Christ, me dying on the cross, facial expression projected onto my lower chin and neck. This is even better. I think there's a lot to choose from here. This one, oh, and this is, I think I put this one on the Discord. This is going to be one I put out tonight. Top left is perfect for just putting some show images on. Great. And then you just got variants on this theme, really. I just think we got some good stuff in the end. This took a very long time. This was like 4 or 5 hours of learning exactly where the light and angles and camera needs to be. A happier version. This is good. This here is where we start getting peak. This is apex. Couple of expressions to choose between here. Looks like you're wearing a Britpop era wig. Yeah, fair enough. There's somewhere it looks like I've got really, like, it implies that I've got like a big mad wig on because the shadows of my own hair projected onto my own hair look a bit much. This is nice. There's a lot of variations on the exact same theme here. they're all similar horrible amalgamations of me and me. Quite nice to cycle through them, really. Maybe this could be a new pre-streamed slideshow of just the best ones of these. Actually, could be quite a good slideshow. These, unfortunately, are all blurry, but I got obsessed with trying to get this one shot. There's one where I was like smiling manically, and I really wanted to line my head up with my own head. And I think this is the last one. They're good, huh? They came out nice. So I guess you'll see a bunch of those just with text stuck on them for social media. Hello, Oracle of Truth. I hope everyone's doing well. I am
Please,
well.
everyone, stop doing slurs. Now I am here.
Okay, slurs off. Slur mode off. What has happened? So, number one, there's been an update to the actual Museum of Things from the developer. I now think the problem with doors has been resolved as a result. I think getting stuck and not being able to go backwards, I got a feeling that's a problem of the past. because clearly the door loading has been shifted. Because the way the doors load, you're actually teleported to another version of something, and I think it's better now. Next, I want to say big thank you to Moral Recordings for such a good idea. Now, if an article actually contains my destination, like the Wikipedia article does, I'm going to force it to be in the exhibit. So no longer can I go to the page that definitely should have what I'm looking for, and because of bad luck, it's not there. If the Wikipedia page had it, it will have it in this exhibit. And that only works for the last step of the way to get to the destination page. Do you know you're showing your screen? Yeah. Yeah, this is the new code, but it's not a problem. This is the source code of the Museum of All Things. And I want to quickly test that works. I did one test, but now let's do another test. So we're going to go in, we're going to hop in. Okay. Oh, and also we got a nice new let's remove this version and put in this version. Oh, it's a bit. What if I do this? Good. So we're going to go and we're going to find not Uruk, because I don't know much about Uruk. Persepolis. Now let's not do geography. Let's do culture. Monk. Flood myth. Advertising. Golem. Sea shanty. High five. Yeah, let's go to high five. So I'm going to go to the Wikipedia page for high five. Okay, Wikipedia, high five. And now we're going to look for something really low down. Really, really, really low down. They might be giants. We're going to look for they might be giants, appears on the page. So I'm going to write it in this destination. They might be giants. And now, if this works, and I go into the Museum of All Things, then when it loads high five, it should check and goes, is case sensitivity fixed? This is what we're testing. I did one test and it worked. No, I did two tests and it worked. This is test number 3. So if this works, they might be giants should appear second on the right. In we go, and it should be over here. Northumberland, they might be giants. Cowabunga. This means this means it's more likely I'll succeed. It means if I just need to get onto a page on Wikipedia that definitely has it, then I've got it. And if it's not in third place, it means it's not on the article. How do you know you're not getting a false positive? Just because I did 3 tests in a row. I mean, you're right. It could just be like the RNG did that. But I've got debug stuff coming off that's like telling me it found it and it put it there. So it could have. So it has done the thing I've asked it to because the debug logs say it did. But you're right. It could. I'm confident it works. I'm only 95% confident that it works. You having trouble with P? No, P is solved. P's back on the menu, boys. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? I want to make the text huge again. I keep forgetting. Of all the changes that I make, the other one is make the text huge. Oh, I've noticed a little change. The position of the signs are different. The signs used to be facing a little bit diagonal, and now they're not. They're faced just out like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I loved it diagonal. I loved it when it were a bit diagonal. Well, the last thing I'm going to do is make the text huge. Sign in 3D, load up the sign. We're going to get rid of... You know what? I might try and see if I can spin it. Can I spin the sign? Come with me. Come with me on a journey of spinning this sign. This is how I'm learning. This is how I'm learning how the world works. We're going to spin the sign like that. And then we're going to get rid of the actual mesh and the arrow. And then we're going to make the text absolutely huge. Not absolutely huge, but huger than it was. Width 400, font size 80. And I also want to make sure that it doesn't like have to fade in anymore. So we're going to go back in. We're going to look at what we've done. What has this done? Has this helped us? Has this hindered us? Have I made a good call or a bad call? It doesn't look rotated at all, fortunately, but it is bigger than it was. I might change the width again, but other than this, I'm happy. It's just bigger and easier to see, and it doesn't need to fade in anymore. So I'm going to do this bigger, maybe this bigger. Can I handle this? Yeah, it's just a bit bigger. Bigger is easier. Okay, and there's one last thing that a change I've made. There is a new command. Don't use it yet, but there's a new command, !pin, that will pin, it will make a noise and it will pin an alert onto the stream screen for 10 minutes. These people have said, we're trying to help you, we're giving you advice, but you don't read it and you don't pay any attention. The pin thing is supposed to get around that. It keeps something on the screen so that important stuff can be seen, and it makes a little noise so that I know a pin has come in. But only start using it once we're going, you know? Hello, SK. How are you doing? Do they overwrite each other? No, they push each other up above the screen. Okay, with that in mind... Yeah, thank you. That's a pin message from Mono. So that'll be there for 10 straight minutes. Could you hear the noise? Is the chat box noise working? And do you know what? I haven't thoroughly tested it. I thought we'd go with Navi, even if you're not familiar with wonderful Navi's constant help. I think it's easy to understand. And I think the little Navi noises are timeless and good. Great. So, return to lobby. We're in the starting position. Now we're going to find out where we're going. Doesn't overwrite, no. It just pushes the old one up. But otherwise, they all just stay there for 10 minutes. So that's still on its 10 minutes timer, and this one's on a different 10-minute timer. Okay. How many can there be? It's just as much screen real estate as there is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this isn't going to help me, but you could just overwrite the useless pins with good pins, you know. I suppose. This is won't. What this? Huh? What does that mean?
Watch out!
Okay. Well, you just need to get out of your system. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind. Okay, remember, plus wiki if you want to add any destination pages. I'm about to call a destination page now. And remember, you can donate for pictures up on the wall, even a picture that you're just hosting on Discord DMs. You could just send me a picture on Discord and it can go on the wall of the exhibit. You can donate for links that will appear in the exhibit. At the moment, it's just Northumberland. And you can donate for starting entries. You can force me to start from an exhibit of your choosing. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a completely random Wikipedia page to start from. Do the donations go over the pins? The donations will push stuff up just like anything else. They're all part of the same alert system. What I might end up doing, what I was thinking of doing, is that I can ban people from ever pinning stuff. So I haven't got the system in place yet, but what I'm doing is I'm making notes on how people use the pin system, and I think the simplest thing is not to fix the pin system; it's just to ban people from using it. That's my plan. is just to create a command that's like, never let them use the system ever. Why would you ban me? I've never misused the pin system. Okay, so yeah, you can donate for links and exhibits, pictures on walls, starting exhibits. And I think that's everything set up. So I'm going to roll the starting thing. Remove random, wiki. Kindness. Okay, good, interesting. I'm going to check that kindness has a Wikipedia page. Kindness. It must do, right? Kindness will. Yeah, kindness. It's also redirected from niceness. So that's my destination. Kindness. That's good. I like that. That has now gone in my destination text. So if I ever go onto a page that contains a link to kindness, I'll go straight there. Remember, you get a reroll? No, I'm picking kindness. I think that's wonderful. Thank you, Brady. Nice and kind are not the same. Wikipedia redirects from niceness to kindness. They're not exactly the same, but they honestly are pretty close. I say honestly as though I've got a reason to lie. Oh, and I'll edit the split. We are heading to kindness percent. I have 60 minutes. Nothing else I need to do, is there? Oh, yeah. What am I starting from? Let me find out my starting position before we begin. So there's no donations for starting entries. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll go to random exhibit. Okay, exit. And let me just find out what my random exhibit is. Graham Craig, an Anglican priest in Ireland in the second half of the 19th century and the first decade of the 20th. Okay, is this a stub? Yes, not well known. Although Anglican, maybe that can help me. What else is here? Yeah, County Westmeath, Northumberland, of course, and priest. Okay, so our biggest ones here probably are Anglican and priest. Okay, and we are off. Okay, kindness. Well, I guess we're going to go via religion, right? So Anglican. No, priest. Priest to religion. I know Anglican's a religion as well, but priest feels more real to me. We can do this. Priest to kindness, I'm sure. Like, that doesn't feel hard, right? Proto-Indo-European society? No. We want alms. We want charity. We want dogma, saga, destruction of the Second Temple. No, I want something nice. Pharaoh. I'm gonna do mouse and keyboard actually. Consecrations. Priests aren't necessarily kind. Yes, but the role of religion is at least in part. In Europe, alms for the poor and charity were a big part of the role of the church in medieval society. So you can't say there's no connection to kindness there. Also, Jesus. I forgot the more obvious one. Jesus. Christianity. New Testament, Logos. We need to be able to go from, what are we on? Christianity. Let's go to Jesus. Second Temple of Judaism. You're absolutely right. Sometimes things are actually in there. I was trying to get to Tulip once, and I managed to get to Amsterdam. And Tulip was in there twice, but not as a blue link. So, what's this? Has anyone heard of this? Eastern Mediterranean, Apostolic Age, Protestant view on Mary. Is this AI? What is this doing here? Gospel of Mark, National Post, Restorationism, Roman Empire, Roman Catholicism, Uh, we need Jesus, right? Because Jesus' teachings definitely relate to kindness. Gospel of Mark. Gospel of Mark, that'll take us to Jesus, right? Ministry of Jesus, the ascension of Jesus Christ, that's going to get us to Jesus. Christianity, life of Jesus in the New Testament, that's not bad, but here's Jesus himself. AD, yeah, that makes sense. St. Peter, fine. Last Judgment, Incarnation, Christianity, Jewish, Messiah, Jewish views on Jesus. What would I be looking for here? Like Jesus in Christianity? No, they're going to talk about like Son of God and finicky theological stuff. Historical Jesus, Christianity. We need to get out of religion. Well, to what though? Crucified, siege of Jerusalem. Atonement. Honestly, atonement. We're going to get onto like repentance, guilt. We're going to get onto emotions, I think, through atonement, aren't we? God, crucifixion, Phoebe Palmer, atonement. They're the concept. It's not religious now. It's just a concept of atonement. Remorse. Remorse to kindness might be all right. Manipulation. Emotion. Surely, emotion. We'll go to happiness. Consciousness, mental state, behavior, feelings. Feelings might be all right. Kindness, come on, Summer. I know kindness isn't emotion. You want me to jump straight to emotion? I'm trying to get to like in between links. You don't think there's a closer relationship between happiness and kindness than there is between the crucifixion of Jesus and kindness? Throw me a bone here. Arousal, that could be kind. Neuron, could why try? Why try and make a mistake and feel bad? Wagner, different Wagner maybe. Disposition, linguistics, mood, Plato. I mean, we're on our way here. Evolutionary psychology. I know it's junk science, but they're going to talk about kindness. They're going to talk about altruism, right? They've got to talk about altruism in evolutionary psychology. Spandrel. Anyone familiar with spandrels? It's too late. It's all fucked. You might be right that some of it's all right, but the well is poisoned. Cognitive psychology, modularity of mind, id, ego, and superego. See, Red, spot on. You're absolutely spot on there. Jesus was not a bad guy. I don't know if you're allowed to say that because of woke, but Jesus was all right, wasn't he? Am I wrong? I'm concerned now. Oh God. Human. This hasn't helped at all. I'm going back to emotion. Creativity. Honestly, kindness could even be in here. Oh no, if it would be in the third position. I forgot. Neuroscience. Something. The way the text is. Reciprocal determinism. Reciprocal determinism is a theory set forth by psychologist Albert Bandura, which states that a person's behavior both influences and is influenced by personal factors and the social environment. Bandura accepts the possibility that an individual's behavior may be conditioned through the use of consequences. Surely kindness could come off of this. Does the third person override the Northumberland Protocol? Yes, it happens second. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure. However, there isn't a third link on this. So even if kindness was here, the article's not big enough to... There isn't a third link. So that's the end of that. Evolutionary biology is... Are you saying it's better than? Oh, no, you're saying the link. The link. All right. No, we didn't see altruism. Otherwise, I'd be in there like a shot. But maybe I should go back down. I do think evolutionary psychology is Because that's all going to be about, like, be nice. It's all going to be we're going back in. Why should it always be in the third position? Because it ensures it'll be there. You've seen how small some stubs are? So if I put it in the 5th position and then it's a stub, then we don't get it. Cognitive psychology, modularity of mind, id ego and superego. Forced to be third. Well, I've explained why I've made it the third link, Summer. If you think there's something better I could do. What's wrong with first? Because the first is already hard-coded to be the first link in the page. And sometimes you do want that. Adaptionist? I'd go to disposition. Maybe psychology? Correlation, mind, intelligence. Oh, this is a mistake, isn't it? Attention, social science, motivation. Just ensure it's in A position? Okay, but if it's in A position, it already is in A position. Check this exists in the array, and if it's in the array, make sure it's in the array. I don't know how to check. I'd rather if it was there, it's just in a place I know to check, you know? What's the advantage of, like, looking around? I prefer it on third. Social norm, could that be useful? Phrenology? Social norm. Yeah, social norm. Well, once we're nearly at the end, we just want to finish it. Well, you're right, Summer, to a degree. It's that I don't know how to check exactly how far into the array it's going to use. So at some point it cuts off. It only uses as many items. Moral obligation. It only uses as many items as correlates to the size of the exhibit. But I don't know how to get that number. So I'm just guaranteeing it by putting it at a high number, like third place. That's why I've done it. I could do something a little more complicated, but I don't yet know how. Etiquette. Etiquette? Bourgeoisie. Politeness. This literally could be here. Culture. Cultural relativism. Northumberland. Oh, it's not here. Culture. Cultural relative. Oh, no, it is bigger. It is bigger, but it doesn't contain kindness because it would be in third place if it did. And isn't that the joy of it being in third place? But you can add one to the array. Well, if I add one to the bottom, of the array contains every link, right? So let's say an article loads and it has 200 links, but it only has 5 images. So it makes a relatively small article with a couple of bits of text and some so it will only use 20 of the 200. If I add it to the bottom, it's gone. So I'm adding it to the third. And you might say, why don't you make sure it appears between 1 and 20? I don't yet know how. I don't know how to get that number 20, where X equals how many links are going to come off of this specific exhibit when it's generated. I don't yet know how to get X. If I did, I'd do it. I just wanted to get up and running so I could do a run. I didn't want to spend an additional 2 hours because then I wouldn't have time to do the stream. That's why I've done it. Speech acts, could that be useful? What are we in? Politeness? Okay, we came in via etiquette. Hello, Martine. Thank you. I am a programmer now. Hypocrisy is not useful. I'm surprised this has been so useless. Upper class. Let's try speech act. This is going to be a real mixed bag here, I think. No, this is going to be bad. This is too abstract. This is just abstract philosophy of language stuff. This is not good. We need to leave. Performative utterance? No. No. Too rabbit holey. Go back to politeness. Is Penelope Brown kind? Probably not. No one with a Wikipedia page is kind. Yeah, it would be. It's just not a great time to start suggesting code changes because I'm not going to remember. I'm just thinking about this. And it's more useful on the Discord where I have the ability to stop what I'm doing and change things. Justice? Why is there so much? I'd like to be a gunner in the Navy. Where are we? Etiquette. Social behavior. Surely kindness could literally be here. Behavior. Biological interaction. Organism. Northumberland. Temperament. Reproduction. Positive affectivity. I don't know what it means, but it sounds good. Positive affectivity is a human characteristic that describes how much people experience positive effects, sensations, emotions, or sentiments. Are they kind? Open-minded, helpfulness, high positive, happiness. Okay, pin it, just in case there's something better. Self-esteem. Oh, what do we think? Happiness or self-esteem? I've only just started, Albrock. Self-esteem or happiness? Those are your choices? Self-esteem, all right. Pessimism, self-concept, William James, peer pressure, psychotherapy, Scottish Enlightenment, Rosenberg self-esteem scale, Northumberland, social self. It's all very abstract, isn't it? How does kindness not appear in here? Premise, self-love. Do you think self-love could be anything? Francis Fukuyama. Self-love, all right. Okay, not a lot here. What do we have? Northumberland? Pope Gregory I and mental health. And Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Bloody hell. Kindness isn't even on there, is there? That's why that hierarchy is absolutely wrecked. Mental health. I think we're going to go back to happiness. Look how well things are loading. You notice that there's like, they don't flicker, they like go up like this. Look how good that is. She's absolutely cooking with this one. Francis Fukuyama, LMAO, we got to go back. Scottish Enlightenment, William James, calcium. I ate too much calcium and now my shit has marrow. Positive affectivity. Is that where we were? Yeah. Does it really have love and belonging? It's too late now. I thought it didn't. I thought it just has like shelter and then food and then self-actualization. Pleasure. Oh, pleasure could be good. Feeling. That's quite nice. Eckert toil. Joy. Ooh. Ooh. This is all nice. Quality of life. Okay, so we've got pleasure. We've got joy. Subjective well-being. Competence. Happiness, economics, no thank you. Fuzzy concept, yeah, that's fair enough. A fair criticism of happiness. Status quo, depression, the mood, flow, evidence, United States Declaration of Independence, happy tomatoes. Paul Hollywood. Emma at the park. Oh, of course, lots of people just upload things for happiness. Why wouldn't you? These people are all happy. What's this? Expression of the emotions. Oh, okay. Degrees of separation. Self-determination theory. Oh, this is big article. Of course it is. Ancient Greek. I'm going to do this one. This one's going to be fine. Camus. Intrinsic motivation. Framingham heart study. Dukkha. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, but what's wrong with kindness? Volunteering. No, I know it's my fault. I just quickly smashed the text up, but you know what? I can fix it now. Bam. I think I might have just fixed it. It should stop rapping now, more or less. It still might. Oh no, Jeremy Bentham's gone in the bloody wall. All right, that's my fault. European languages. Sukha. Householder in Buddhism. Friedrich Nietzsche. Thought experiment. Utilitarianism? Utilitarianism? It's risky. It's risky. And it heads down into a shit tunnel. But surely kindness comes off of utilitarianism. Well-being, ethical philosophy. Have we seen volunteering? Is that something you've seen? Altruism in ethics. Please add the happy tomatoes. Absolutely, I'll do it right
Please
now.
add happy tomatoes as an image for future runs. https://commons.m.wikimedia.org/wiki/file:/happytomatoes.jpg.
Done. Thank you very much for the donation. Happy tomatoes should now be everywhere. Altruism. We have altruism literally right there. Oh, what are we on? Oh, we've got the non-ethics thing. So we've got the bit that's not actually academic philosophy. We're just the normal word, altruism. Egoism, well-being. Antonym. Oh. How is it not in here? Oh, hang on. No. We came in here. So the third one, the second one on the right would actually be over here. Oh, no. Evolutionary biologists. Okay, I saw something that seemed promising. Not to spoil, but happiness should definitely be a hit. Uh-oh. That might mean that, like, the article is called something else. Or, like, kindness is not maybe nice. There might be something when, like, an article has more than one name. I'll debug after this. Wow. I love the way that interlacing works on this guy. Look at this. This is interlacing. Yeah, I've written kindness. Yeah, I've written kindness. I'll write it with lowercase. Self-sacrifice, hero, motivation. Is that called the Moore effect? Okay. I just call it interlacing. Which might be wrong, might be the wrong word. Occupational burnout. Compassion. Did you see compassion? Compassion. Yeah, surely. Ba 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 ba. We did it. And it's in third place. Bam bam. Look at that. Success streak has gone up. Look at that. Thank you, Brad Santa. You threw me a real bone there, and I'm incredibly grateful. I don't know why it didn't appear in happiness, but it appeared in compassion. So maybe it's worth just a little test. Let's just go back and do a little test. If it should be in happiness, is 1 a streak? Yes. Yes, it is. Happiness. Confirm. And it should be the next one on the right here. Huh. Maybe the way it orders things is different. Because if it's definitely in fact, no, let me check my debug log. That's the sensible thing to do. Let me go up. Need to load some stuff. Need to do a lot of scrolling. There's a lot of images in happiness, and I'm scrolling through all the image URLs. Huh. Kindness. Where? But I look through a lot of text just to see if I can manually see the word kindness. Kindness. Hello, Martine. I don't think it's in happiness. There's a book in the sources with kindness in the title. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Someone said that it was in happiness. Happiness is there if you bump it to 500. Well, I'm doing it the forward way round, but I wonder what's happening. This would be easy to read if I just completely restarted the whole project. Let's go to this, and then let's go to this. And then let's load up happiness again, because at the moment I've got to scroll. Every time it loads an image, it does a print out of that URL as standard. Happiness. And then we're going to go in here, and then it's going to load. And then it's added Northumberland at position 11. And it hasn't found happiness. It hasn't found kindness, sorry. Oh, do you know why? Do you know why it is? It doesn't take that many links. Maybe. Does kindness appear? Kindness. No, it didn't grab kindness from it. It caps how many links it takes off. Let me go to happiness. Is it really big? Yeah, it's huge. It doesn't take that many links. So it literally doesn't scrape that many links in the first place. There we go. Doesn't matter. All right, there's a limitation to what we got. It's still worlds better. So the software works, yes. All right. There's no starting articles donated for, so we'll go off another random one. Oh, let me check that the tomatoes came through. I don't remember seeing the tomatoes since I put them through. I'm indifferent to where the software works, actually. Don't care. Don't mind either way. Northumberland. Where are we? Oh, Aliabad is a village in the Karabalak rural district in Iran. It's very small. At the 2006 census, its population was 143. It links directly to Northumberland. Let's pop to Northumberland then and look for those tomatoes. Just so I can check the tomatoes are working. So we've got Paul Hollywood. He's working.
Listen.
Is there some way to explain the current article up top? I would have to learn about more Godot UI stuff. Like, is it possible? Yeah. Could I just do it now? Nope. And therefore, if you want this for future streams, I think.
Oh yeah.
Wait for the voice.
I have also DM'd you another image on Discord, but can put the link in the chat if easier.
Thank you. I'll Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. One thing I will say about Discord links is I have discovered that for whatever reason, they sometimes stop working after a little bit. For maybe obvious reasons. Maybe they just depreciate the links. But why is the tomato not turning up? The tomato should be here. It was a Wikipedia link. Let me put it in my browser. If it doesn't work on the browser, then that means something's wrong. Oh, because it actually links to a page. This link is to a page, Plem. This is the page that displays it. Let me show you. This link is actually to this page, whereas the link to the tomatoes is this link. That was our issue. I know Wikipedia doesn't make that clear. Let's load up a thing and see if we can see our new images. Just make sure things are working. No, Wikipedia doesn't make things clear. Berwick upon Tweed. What a treat for us. Paul Hollywood. We just need to spot. Here we go. Look at this. Hawk plush. Samuel and Nathaniel book. South view of Berwick upon Tweed. 1,000 apologies. One was too many. Kingdom of Northumbria. Edinburgh. Excuse me? Edinburgh, please. Oh, what's happened? There we go. We've been allowed. Edinburgh's glitched. No, we're fine. There's got to be lots of images here, though, right? There we go. Finally, they work. Edinburgh population density map. Beautiful. Okay, starting from that small village in Iran, where am I headed? Remove random. Wiki, our next destination is Birmingham New Street. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me just check. It is called exactly that. Birmingham New Street. It's called Birmingham New Street Railway Station. We want it to definitely show up. Although Birmingham New Street redirects there, but why risk it? Birmingham New Street Railway Station. Birmingham New Street Rail up at station. That might already be too long. Yeah, good. Okay, we're going to reset. For fuck's sake, what do you mean? Everyone loves this place. And we are off. Okay, Birmingham New Street. It's one of the bigger stations, one of the newest, biggest stations. Northumberland, right? This gets us straight into the UK. I like that we always have Northumberland. Sort of helpful. River Tyne. We want rail, I think. I don't think. I know we want rail. Rivers. Rigant. I don't know what that is. Northumberland again. Deer Street. Egger, the company. North Pennines. The castle. Prehistory. This is too... Let's go to the North Pennines. Erosion. High Force. This was a mistake. Is there fast travel? Yeah, you can travel quite fast by walking. Carlisle. Let's go to Carlisle. Or Darlington definitely has a train station, right? Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Thank you. Stockton and Darlington Railway. Great. This gets us onto UK rail stations. Railway Pioneer, Steam Locomotion, Weardale, West Coast Main Line. Ooh, West Coast Main Line. Yes, because they'll connect up to other lines. We still our best way. London, Stockton and Darlington Rail. British Rail Class 221. Tempting. Kapow, I suppose. Kapow. Kapow. That's got to be a record, hey? Victory is mine. I think I need to lower the text size, though. I think I've made it too big. I'm gonna lower the width so it can't go in the wall anymore. Auto wrap. Word. We're gonna make it so it can't wrap in the middle of a word anymore. That's what we'll do. Great, I've done it. The streak goes up to 2. This is gaming. This is the highest I've ever been, which is to say I got 2 once before. Yeah, just done it. It's a very big railway station. I think it's one of the top 3. Go for 3? Of course I'm going for 3. In about an hour, I have to stop. That's what I've got to cook dinner. I've got to start at 5. So there'll come a point where it's not yet 5, but I'm not going to start a new one because I have to go at 5. What am I cooking? I'm making. Do I see a picture? Do I see a picture of what I'm making? Let me show you. I took a picture of it last night to post in Planet Chomp, and then I forgot. I'm making another round of this. Look at that. That's what I'm making tonight. This is leek and miso something. It's got a kind of a vinaigrette in it. Leek and miso. That's a jammy egg. And that over there is my first attempt at a cheese scone. They're flat as biscuits. I didn't put any baking powder in, and that's maybe why. So I'm going to try and get them taller. And the idea is that you're supposed to scoop up your miso broth with a cheese scone. And it's really nice. Needs a raising agent. I followed a recipe. And it didn't have baking powder in, but I'm also, not to complain, but we got a food mixer off of a couple that were moving out down the street. We found them on like a local app, or maybe on the local Facebook group, and they were checking out a food mix, and we got it. And ever since I've mixed it, everything's come out bad. Things need to be mixed badly by hand, I think. Post recipe on Planet Chomp. The scones are a Delia Smith, and this is a New York Times recipe, but I will post. This bit is very easy to make. Scones are fiddly, but not that bad as baking goes. Did you get a cursed mixer? This is what I'm saying. I think there's a ghost, but some people in this household don't want to hear about it. So, we got to move on. All right, so we're going again. First, we got to find out where we're starting from. No, do you know what it is? I think whenever you look at why something went wrong when you were baking, they just say don't overmix. But I think this machine is just so vigorous, even on its lowest setting, it just overmixes instantly. Random exhibit. The exhibit we're starting from is KNYO LP, a low-power radio station broadcasting from Fort Bragg in California. Okay, that's in California. It gets us to radio station. Probably also gets us to California. No, it does get us to Northumberland, though. Okay, so that's where we're starting. And now where are we heading? Random wiki. Big toe. Okay, let me check big toe is. Big toe. It's not an article. It's just a subheading in toe. It's not an article. So it's not an article. Big toe is what with no space. Big toe. Yeah, it's a motorcycle that once held the Guinness World Record in the category of tallest rideable motorcycle, bearing a maximum height of 7.5 feet. Is that what you meant, Albrot? Did you add it and you meant Big Toe the motorcycle? Because that is... Should I do Big Toe? I'm not doing it. I've got one. This is such a stub. This is such a stub. There is no way I'm getting to it. So that's my one veto that I can have. Where am I going instead? Mark Dolan. It might be doable. I haven't got a choice, have I? So there we go. Mark Dolan. Fine. Okay, so we're going from a radio station in California to Mark Dolan. Mark Dolan %. Can we get this? 2 or 3? That would come in handy now. Yeah, that would trivialize it, honestly. Okay. Reset the time. We got 60 minutes to get to Mark Dolan. Starting now. Oh, radio. Radio, right? GB News. We got to go via radio to broadcasting. Radio station. Broadcasting. We need to get to we need to get to UK broadcasting. UK news broadcasting. I think GB News is the way. GB News is the only way. There's no way you can get to Ball. He's only known for 2 things, and it's overwhelmingly being a GB News presenter. So we have to get to GB News. And I think if we go into the history of broadcasting, you're just going to end up in Europe, and therefore you can get into the BBC. Radio network? Yeah, sure. Broadcast network? Upstate New York, police. Oh, of course. List of radio stations. Sure. That'll get us somewhere. Italian language. Radio station.
Oh yeah.
Just going to add this in.
https://s1.cdn.autoevolution.com/images/news/gallery/big town small to the tallest and smallest motorcycles in the world 4.jpg.
Yep, thank you for the .jpg. That has gone on the list, and that should be generated with new exhibits. Oh. How does this work then? How do I restart if I'm just going to let it run to what was it? 10 seconds or something? I thought I knew the hotkey for pause and then keep going, but I don't, clearly. That sounds about right. Let's go. Radio station. Keep an eye out for Big Toe. Simulcast, metadata. Oh, is this Big Toe? Or is it really Ondertaal de Gast by Woerdenrijk? That is a big motorbike. ITU radio stations, propaganda, radio wave, broadcast syndication, thermionic emission, radio personality. Radio personality could honestly get us somewhere. Talk radio. Talk radio. Hallo Uwagen. Radio format. Stephanie Miller. LBC. That's getting us pretty effing close. This is London Broadcasting Company. Financial Tim. I need to sort out the width of the phone in. Radio station. Dean Dunner. Financial Tim. Phone in. I don't know. We're so close. Who's Dean Dunner? Dean Dunham is a solicitor, advocate, barrister, and arbitrator who served as the chief ombudsman at the Retail Ombudsman, a former alternative resolution provider in the UK. Why are you here? ITV? Let's go to ITV then. ITV News. BBC Television. So GB News, what was that? Is it like a digital only? How would you watch GB News if you wanted to? ITV News, yeah, news broadcasting in the UK, right? Bring back BBFT in the chat if you want to bring back Financial Tim. I think ITV News probably is the way to go. But how do you watch? It's on real TV. Okay, so like a list of. So like a list of television stations. Hang on, GB News, is GB News like just a constant rolling news channel? It's not like a television show, it's a channel. Just a normal old channel, all right. ITV News at 10. Okay. Got to make sure we don't accidentally go into like news, just the whole concept of news, and get too far away. ITV News at 10:30. I don't know. It can't be any worse, can it? It is. It's much worse. Northumberland, ITN, ITV Nightly News. Just something that's like British news. British news broadcasting. What's ITN again? Independent Television News is a UK-based media production and broadcast journalism company. It produces daily news programs for ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5. Okay. Okay. This could be it. I do not know the way back to Channel 5. We're onto like channels now. Sorry, Brady, I don't think you're wrong, but I just don't. I think the amount list of television stations in the United Kingdom. No, we're good. We're good. It's all nice. It's a stub. Terrestrial? No, there is no terrestrial television anymore, right? It's all digital. Virgin Media. Pay television, free to view, free to air. High definition television, In My Skin, the TV show, Sky News. What are we looking for? We're looking for Mark Dolan. And we're currently in television in the United Kingdom. I'm trying to get to GB News. What was Balls of Steel? It was a prank show in like the mid-noughties on Channel 4. Mark Dolan was the host. It's probably like the only other TV thing he's known for. I have looked, and he did do other things on TV, and I'd love to track him down. If I do another Dolan stream, I'd like to do a mixture of like current Dolan and old Dolan. Nothing too promising here. No, but it's different. It's not better, it's just different. Is it on Freeview? Oh, was Freeview back here? I didn't clock it. I see, I just don't. I'm out of the game. I'm out of so many games. There's so many games I'm out of. List of TV channels. I think we did that, didn't we? We came in via that. I'm just gonna rescan everything, looking for Freeview. Because if it was one word, it almost certainly Freeview, UK probably. Good. United Kingdom, UVC, BBC. Yeah, Roku is around every corner. Program delivery control. Oh no, we're reaching the end now. You, a streaming service, C5B Limited, Sky News. Huh. It's good, but we're near the end of it. ITV PLC. BBC. Everyone TV? I'm just going to poke my head in. What is it? Oh, it's a very short-lasting British telecommunications company owned by the BBC. ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5. I think another route is to try and get onto like news broadcasting somehow. Freeview Play, is that going to have any association? Is that the same as Freeview? Freeview Play is United Kingdom's sole digital terrestrial television platform. It is operated by Everyone TV and is a joint venture between blah, 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 blah. Service provides. It has 85 TV channels. Yeah, but he does have 800 subscribers on Substack. Services this is Freeview, right? So GB News could be on this. But GB News can't be here because it would be on the third. It would be on the third thing. Where did we come in? BBC 2012 summer. Everyone TV. So we came in via this. And if it was here, it would be second on the right. So this is C4 TV Corp. And then this is standard definition television. So it's not here. Oh, it's not the target. Yeah, of course. Oh, which means it might not even show up then. Great. Well, fuck. See, I think it's hard to get to GB News via channels, but it would be easier if it was like, I don't know, right-wing TV news journalism in the UK. Yeah, no, Oracle, I get it. Looks like we need Harry. Oh, right, yeah, of course. I'm going back to Everyone TV then. Didn't I say right-wing news media? Terrestrial TV, Channel 4 television. I mean, we could go to Channel 4 and hope for Balls of Steel, but that's laughable, isn't it? It's laughable to think we could find that. In fact, it's so laughable, I should leave. I should leave. We need to get to GB News, and for some reason, I think we're better off in Everyone TV. Yes, it's legally opinion, isn't it? Going to go to Channel 5. Yeah, that's where I am, Rosanna. There's loads of things. Channel 5, the British TV channel. Public service broadcasting, high definition television. Paw Patrol. Jeremy Vine. RTL Group. All Creatures Great and Small. Balls of Steel will not be easy to find. Balls of Steel is a blip. It's not even a footnote on anything. I just don't think it has any cultural significance. Teletext, SCI, Law and Order, Viacom. I can't lose my streak to Mark Dolan. Don't allow that to happen. Martine, that's cheating. If you want to offer any help during the run, you cannot have that knowledge in your brain. I'm going back to Channel 5. But it was on a bigger channel. Yes, but that's harder, isn't it? Being a tiny, tiny little footnote on a big channel means we'll never find you. I think that's not the way to think about it. You need to think about what's the arena where this thing was significant. And I think it's GB News, therefore. Although saying that, I am struggling. We did Freeview Play, right? Northumberland, terrestrial TV. What's this? Freeview UK. I'm just backtracking. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's not happy. Have we hit a critical error? Yes, we've hit some kind of critical error. All right. Refresh. Possibly something to do with the amount of backtracking. Backtracking seems to cause some issues. I don't know what it is, though. Well, we're going to start from another random article. Let's hope it's Balls of Steel. It is. Our random article is the 2018 HJK, the Helsingin Jalkapallokubi's 110th competitive season. What is it? Well, let's find out what the Helsing and Jalkapalakuli is. The Helsing and Jalkapalakuli, commonly known as the HJK, which I can understand, is a Finnish football club based in Helsinki. Oh, okay. Football. Football. Take me to football. Finland. What's better, Finland or football? Who else is on GB News? Oh, Andrew Neil. Andrew Neil, although it's still just a footnote in his career, Andrew Neil was probably the biggest guy who went there. There was Dan Wooten. What other like significant things happened there? I know that they gave Jacob Rees-Mogg a show. And we could find Jacob Rees-Mogg, I think, by just going to UK politics. Lee Anderson. Lee Anderson will be harder to find than Jacob Rees-Mogg, though. Mogg has a big, like, footprint. Maybe that's it. Let's go all the way up to Finland and get to the UK and then get to the Conservative Party and get to Rees-Mogg. When people are naming which current living, serving Tory politicians they can name, although did he get ousted? Birmingham City Football Club, great. This will get us somewhere. I should have gone to Finland. No, we're in the UK. We're in Birmingham City Football Club. Let's go all the way up to country. Something. Birmingham. West Bromwich Albion. Fine, that'll do. Let's just... somewhere around here. Association football. All of these start with association football. The Hawthorns, is that a stadium? Okay. In West Bromwich. So we can find West Bromwich. West Bromwich. Welcome, Raiders. Oh, thank you very much, Kate, if you helped create the raid or suggested the channel. Oh, is that not how you do it? Shout. A lot of my... I'm very well, Ali. Thank you very much for raiding in. How were you doing and what were you doing? Ali Doolally. Join me in giving Ali Doolally a follow and check them out. Just good taste. Cannot believe it. Do not agree that this is an example of good taste. But welcome in, Raiders. What were you all up to on the stream? And to let you know what I am up to, I am playing the Wikipedia game, which is to say I'm in a 3D representation of Wikipedia. I'm currently in West Bromwich, and I'm trying to get to Mark Dolan, the disgraced comedian and disgraced ex-presenter of GB News. Thank you, Worlds of Confusion, for the follow. I hope you are doing well. How am I getting on? I got a success streak of 2. I'm like at my high score. Watched the episode of Spender and Pie in the Sky. I don't know either of those shows. The Great Recession. Ali's doing a World Cup of Crime Fires. Oh, that's good. Are you all familiar with Mark Dolan? The he was a GB News presenter that I've got an ironic fascination with. Who's my favorite crime fighter? Luigi Mangione, I'd have to say. Is there a particular reason we don't go to Northumberland? Because why is that better than Wolverhampton Railway Station? There we go. West Midlands County, easy to get up to UK level. Oh, by the way, the route that I'm taking, I'm trying to get up to UK to get to the Conservative Party, to get to Jacob Rees-Mogg, because they gave him, I think, an interview show on GB News. And if I can get to GB News, I can get to Mark Dolan. That's the plan. Imagine, I don't think he was GB News enough. I think he gave off a weird dorky energy that they didn't enjoy. Malvern Hills, County Town, Telford. I want to go up. I want to go up to country. I want to go up to United Kingdom. West Midlands Police, Shropshire Hills, Burton upon Trent. Let's just go to Burton upon Trent and then try to go up. A44 Road, East Staffordshire, which is a place in the United Kingdom. Staffordshire. Yeah. That's a county, is it? Ceremonial counties of England? This could link to United Kingdom. England. England's the most Tory country in the United Kingdom. Countries of the United Kingdom. Yeah, okay. So what we really want is... No, we're in England. We're in England, the Toryest country there is. Oh, completely. So I knew him back when he was a comedian, and he would like do... He wasn't like a passionate campaigner or anything, or have anything to say about anything, but he'd make like the same kind of anti-racist, anti-right-wing media comments that are normal to say if you're not an absolute freak. And so it's interesting to see how he flipped right-wing immediately. I think the most generous thing you can say about him is that the pandemic sent his mind into a slurry. But I actually think he's doing it for money. I think he's doing it for success and career. Westminster system. Here we go. Yeah, do you think it'll be through Roku? Oh, yeah. Who's your... Oh, 20 years ago. I don't think I know anyone personally from stand-up 20 years ago. Parliamentary system, England. Yeah, I think so, Martin. I've been listening... Parliament of the United Kingdom. There we go. I've been listening to his new show, and... Oh, do you know what? Actually, I've been listening to his new show, and I did have a mind of like, what does he actually believe? Like, underneath all of this, is anything he definitely believes himself? And there's one thing he'll say, even if the guests don't agree, and that is that Liz Truss was hard done by, and that Liz Truss was actually all right. That's his one belief. Parliament of Great Britain. We should be able to get to Tory party through this. Acts of Union, Irish Republican, Fixed Term Parliament Act. Who did this? We could probably get to a party of like who put this through. Political betting, powers of the Prime Minister in the United Kingdom. Oh, the one belief is that ex-Prime Minister Liz Truss was hard done by. Which key did you lose? Early parliamentary. I'm hoping one of these will just list Northumberland. Act of Parliament, Scottish National Party. 2019 United Kingdom general election. Perfect. Oh, I don't want to relive it. What a brutal year. Conservative Party, great. So, this is going to... It's going to be huge, and Jacob Rees-Mogg might not appear. Right-wing politics. We want that right-wing politics in the United Kingdom. Lib Dems. Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Tories, the British political party. This is better. This is better than the Conservative Party. Oh, unless that's the historical party. We're a loosely organised political faction, a later political party. Yeah. Sorry, we're going back in time. I forgot it really was a group. Hello, the lowest bidder. I'm trying to get to Mark Dolan. I'm trying to get there through Jacob Rees-Mogg. So I'm currently in the Conservative Party. Do you like how big this motorcycle is? It was the tallest motorcycle ever made. Farmer. Rishi Sunak. Did Rishi Sunak have Rees-Mogg in the cabinet or something? Like, Rishi Sunak is Mogg times. Keir Starmer. No, remove that one. We all like to have a laugh, but that one can't go in. That one's not good. All this rideable motorcycle. Okay. Oh, that's a degree. Selby, I destroyed the toenails on my 2 big toes in Selby. I dropped a sink on them. They are fast now because they run off of a website, and it's just going to be faster and better now. How do I get to Rees-Mogg? Is Jacob Rees-Mogg from Northumberland? Decidedly not. But where is he from? Suella Braverman? I don't think so. West Country? That sounds right. That sounds correct to me. Where's the MP of? Yeah, I don't know. Has he lost his seat now? Am I right in thinking he's gone? Cabinet of the United Kingdom. Was he in the cabinet? Was he anyone? Somerset. Oh, I don't know how to get to like the Somerset constituency though. I'm not sure where to go. By the way, to new people coming, we've got a new command. Use !pin to send me an alert that will stay on the left-hand side of the screen for 10 minutes. It's so if there's something you think I've missed or something that's important that I need to know. Would it be via Brexit? Yeah, go on then. Yeah, via Brexit. He was a big arch lever, right?
Listen.
Just like that, Pepsi Scrolls. Although keep in mind that will be there for a full 10 minutes. List of MPs elected in the 2017 United. He would have been in there.
Look.
I think he would have been in there. Cooperative Party, House of Lords. House of Commons. This isn't useful. 2017 United Kingdom general election. Mogg was around then as well, right? 2015. Government minority, Northumberland, Prime Minister. It's too hard to get to Mogg. This is mad. Maybe we abandon Mogg. Theresa May. Mogg? Is there a Mogg link with May? Is there a Mogg May link? 2 people just added Borat. 2016 Conservative Party leadership election? Did he go in for that? Who went in for that? Endorsements. Oh, he's not here. Candidates. Jeremy Hunt, Boris Johnson, John Barron. Theresa May. 2016 United Kingdom European Union membership referendum. Andrew Leadsom, Theresa May. Article 50, Home Secretary. Liam Fox. Thanks, Chaz. Oh, there's a jump scare. David Cameron. We've gone too far into the past, I think. I think Mogg's ascendancy is a little bit later. Do you know, we could probably also... There's a... Mogg. I came here because I thought it would be easy, but obviously it's not. Did he ever go for leadership? Maybe not. Hello, Big Wooden Bridge. I'm trying to get to Jacob Rees-Mogg. I'm in the 2017 United Kingdom general election. But even then, I'm only here in order to try and get to Mark Dolan, which is my ultimate goal, which I'm 27 minutes into trying. I'm going back here. He has a show on Discovery Plus. Yeah, he does. It's like a reality TV thing, right? I'm going back to the Brexit bill. Animal welfare, Sarah Wollaston. Brexit withdrawal agreement. Let's just go back to Brexit. Hard border. Brexit. Brexit. Maybe we just go to Big Brexit, the Big Brexit page. Brexit. No, I know, Rosanna. I know. I'm soliciting ideas, really. Trade negotiation, post-industrial, United Kingdom. Bro, this is too big. What? Block named Dale and Brexit campaign. Okay. Oh, he's not going to be here. The Brexit process. Eurosceptics in the United Kingdom. Oh. This could be good. Eurosceptics, United Kingdom, European Union, neo-fascist. Latvia, Hungary, Ian Duncan Smith, and Eurobarometer. Eurosceptic parties. Yeah, sure. Well, this didn't help. Thanks, Albert. Harold Wilson. Oh, God. Messina Conference. Tony Blair. Daniel Hannan. Daniel Hannan might be a link. Maybe? I'm getting desperate now. He lost his seat in 2020. Currently sitting member of the House of Lords. The invasion of Iraq. Maybe this guy's too old school. Alistair Campbell. Whip. I was thinking that. BBC News, yeah, maybe we should do that. Let's get out of here. Let's try and get to... What was his show on BBC? Like politics, daily politics or something? Is it Mog a Lord now? Is he? Mog? South East England? Oh, that's the wrong one. He's in Southwest, right? No, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Let's go back to the Conservative Party. And then we're looking for BBC News somehow. New York Times, centre-right politics. Yeah, we want Southwest. LGBT. There she is. God bless her. Welsh Independence. Benjamin Disraeli. 2024 United Kingdom general election. I think we're going to go to here because I think this is going to mention the press. And this will lead to BBC politics somehow. I think Jacob Rees-Mogg would work in Elden Ring. Garden cities, other elections. Yeah, I thought this would be a doddle. He's really not that well known. I think his article is very small. I don't think it's going to be linked by more than GB News. I think it's going to be GB News and it's going to be Balls of Steel. And that's the only two things I can think of. Boris Johnson. I mean, Boris Johnson had good ties with Mogg, right? Mogg was Truss's Secretary of State. I haven't seen anything that actually leads to Liz Truss yet. But no, that is good. Is it worth going through Boris Johnson somehow? Because he had lots of... He'll have a very volatile page. It could send us a lot of places. Sue Gray report. Henley. Uxbridge. Shadow Cabinet of Michael Howard. Martin Jones. I mean, Mogg could be on here even. I do think they were like allies. Registration from the House of Commons, United Kingdom. Ashdown House, British Academy Television Awards, Eurosceptic, Chris Pincher scandal, tuition fees in the United Kingdom. Dominic Cummings, 2019 prorogation. Is this when Parliament got suspended? Yeah. Probably not the right way. Get there, so... Did Dolan win a BAFTA? No. But won a BAFTA for cutting up a mask? What could he possibly have won a BAFTA for? Brexit negotiations? This is vote of confidence in the Conservative Party leadership of Boris Johnson. Let's just try this. Conservative Party, nothing's linking to like the news. I would have thought we'd see a little bit of like BBC News, BBC Politics. The United Kingdom government crisis. Surely something's going to link to like a news outlet, right? Good Friday Agreement, list of government ministers. Chairman of the Conservative Party. Nah, this is a stub. Mogg was chief negotiator for May. What is chief negotiator? No, I have been, but I don't have another strategy. I'm listening. I'm listening to my brain vat, my think tank. And if you've got anything better, I'm happy to do it. You're right. The Mogg thing's not panning out for me. I'm actually trying to get away from Mogg now, and I'm trying to get towards BBC News, to get to Daily Politics, to get to Andrew Neil, to get to GB News, to get to Mark Dolan. You're right, yeah, but wasn't that at the Telegraph? Liz Truss.
Listen.
Lee Anderson. Fucking hell. Lee Anderson was on GB News. Oh. Oh no, it's bigger. It's grown. Lee Anderson was on GB News. He's a GB News guy. Sadiq Khan. Rwanda Asylum. Pla. Michael who? Michael Crick. Thought it could have been the guy who wrote Jurassic Park. Reform will get you to GB News? It seems very likely, actually. Yeah, you're right. Reform UK. Yeah. Reform UK. Jeez. Hey, well, there's a slur on the walls. We need to be careful around here. London Assembly. COVID-19. No deal Brexit. Tommy Robinson. Oh, sorry. Right-wing populism. It's not here. Tommy? I don't know. Tommy's further away. Tommy's never been on GB News, though, has he? We're really heading down a racist avenue here. This is going to be bigger, yeah. I don't think he's been on GB News, though. They wouldn't have him on, would he? He's like illegal. He's too. Yeah, the Lee Anderson room's not even that big. And it does have a slur on the walls, which I've already forgotten where it is. So probably links to someone who does. Maybe, but it's better to stay around Lee Anderson. No, I'm going back to Liz Truss. It was good, but it's just... Oh, this is Lee Anderson. Oh, that was Reform UK. I do have another possible suggestion. Here is the article for the health protection of the coronavirus restrictions, entry to venues and events. This is the very thing GB News railed against. And if they want to talk about the public perception of this order, then this could link to GB News. Statutory instrument, COVID pass, premiership of Boris Johnson. Public Health Control. Secretary of State for Health and Social Care. Who was that at that point? Oh no, that's just the position. That's just the. Yeah, that's not a specific person. That is a role. You're right. I did think about going down Suella Braverman, but maybe that is the way to go. Was Suella off of? It's crashed again. There's something about excessive backtracking that is crashing it, and I don't currently understand it. I'm gonna have to do some experimenting about that. That could be the way my RNG code is relating to the loading scripts. Either way, we're back here, and we got to make the best of it. What do my current tips say? Mog was chief negotiator for May, and he went back and forth to the EU for May. Random exhibit. Let's go. But we know what we're doing now. Elephant and obelisk is a statue of an elephant carrying an obelisk. Yeah? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You're right. You're absolutely right. Let's go to Pope Clement, or maybe we should go to ISIS. Or no, we should go to Northumberland. Ceremonial counties of English, Anglo-Scottish border. Anglo-Scottish border might just link to England. Border. Scotland, England. There we go. And then it'll be easy to get to Parliament or government or something. We'll be back where we were in no time. Countries. Oh, countries of the United Kingdom might actually just link to United Kingdom. It might even be the first link. England cricket team. Yeah, United Kingdom. Great. English Channel, Northwestern Europe. Just give me a little bit of politics. LGBT rights in the United Kingdom. The Conservative Party legalized gay marriage. It's got to come up. Oh, Michael Heseltine. Member of Parliament, Liberal Democrats. Oh, is that all we got? All right, member of... Oh, no, here we go. Look in media instead of politics? But we want, like, the... Do you think so? We want BBC, do we, instead? You're right. Abandon Mog. Abandon Mog. We're going down to BBC News. We want BBC News to daily politics somehow. So what are we in? What are we in? LGBT rights. No, let's go back to the United Kingdom. No, you're right. You're right. Abandon Mog. All ye who enter here. So we want to somehow get to BBC, which shouldn't be that hard, but we just need to find something and. We did. It was a mistake. A reasonable mistake, mind you. We're too broad, though. What can get us down to BBC from here? Do we think the tip thing is working? I think it'll probably need some tweaks to make it better, but it is more useful for me to look over and be reminded of, what people think is important. This is nice. This is lovely. Morris Evanlode printed textile. Monarchy, Ralph Vaughan Williams. Ralph Vaughan Williams is on like classical radio all the time. Tudor music. This wrong? This is media, isn't it? I'd like to be able to unpin my own help. I could probably figure that out. Put that to me in Discord. I could probably figure that out, and that's a good idea. Music of Germany. Gloucestershire. Lark Ascending. This is always rated The Lark Ascending is like whenever they do like best classical music in the UK, it's always Lark fucking Ascending, isn't it? So maybe EMI Records, EMI Classics, record label, Universal Music Group. We're going the wrong way. Record label, Hilversum. I just want to get to like radio station. Mute Records. No, we're not. We're absolutely fine. Northumberland. No. We're absolutely fine. Let me just hop onto Tencent and get there from there. Never mind. What, the album? By Nirvana? I need to get to BBC. Dave Grohl. I've made a mistake. California, Wisconsin, Sound City Studios. I know. I just REM. That's closer to BBC than Nirvana. Alternative rock. John Lennon. back in the UK. Okay, so Quarrymen, Anglican, presidency of Richard Nixon, Elton John. Elton John is probably better than John Lennon. Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, Elton John's greatest hits, Breaking Hearts, Rock of the Westies, Glam Rock, Rod Stewart. Yeah. Primetime Emmy Award, COVID-19, pianist, John Lennon. Did I go down here? Rocket Man, the film? Civil partnership in the United Kingdom? Same-sex marriage in Jersey, Northumberland. Okay. United Kingdom government. I mean, we could just go Moggin again. British Overseas Territories, property rights, European Convention on Human Rights. We might do it. Honestly, you'd be so Ken Livingstone. Let's just do it. Greater London Council, mayoral election. International Socialist UK, Mayor of London. Have you tried going? No, unpin. Unpin. Hard left. Hard left. Hard left or hard hyphen left. Australian English, Northumberland, far left, noun, left wing. No, useless. Articulated bus. Mayor to Boris. We don't want Mog. We want BBC. How is it not coming up? Lib Dems. Paddington. Council elections from 1977. Bears Fair. Blur the band. What's the connection between LGBT rights? Oh, my life. I'm in Ken Livingstone. How do I get to BBC? Travel card. South London. Greater London Council election. Hackney and Peter Oliver. Brent East. No, it's not. BBC News to Politics Today to Andrew Neil to GB News to Mark Dolan. I think it's not. We'll get to BBC via Boris. Yeah, go on then. Mayor of London to Boris to BBC. Although I was in Boris and I did look for London Assembly, London Plan, Greater London Authority, Mayor of Croydon, City of London, City of London, BBC. BBC is a big institution, happens to be situated in London. Surely something like that. Strand, financial services. I'm making a mistake. River Fleet. Oh, of course. Talking about the City of London, the financial institution. Yes, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Thomas Gresham, Bridge House Estates. No, Summer, there's no. Number one, I'm not confident at all that UK prank shows is an article. It doesn't. I would be 70% confident that's not an article. And then once you're on it, if it was an article, once you're on it, balls of steel are not going to appear. Or if it is, that means they've included so many things that the chances of balls of steel even being on there. Tower of London will link to London. London will link to BBC. Citadel, Cray Twins, River Thames. Cray Twins were on the BBC, weren't they? Once they were caught. Richard I, ruling class. Do you think the Cray Twins is the way to go? We have to make some big plays here. World War, list of record keepers. Absolutely not. That's mad. That's mad that you said absolutely not. Probably not, I'd accept. Didn't the Cray Twins do an interview on the BBC or something? Go for the Crays. Well, I think the Cray Twins, they were on the news, weren't they? Weren't they notorious? Duke of Normandy, World Heritage Site. Making some big leaps. Give me some small leaps and I'll make those instead. Westminster Palace. We've got to do it, haven't we? We've got to do it. We're stuck. Westminster Palace. And in? And let me in? Mark Dolan hosted that show. Funky. Parliament of England. William. The Parliament of England. Doomsday Survey, Parliament of Great Britain, Legislature, York. English feud, barony, peerages in the United Kingdom, House of Lords, Burgess, House of Lords, Upper House, Lower House, Jack Straw. Is Jack Straw a lord now? That's mad. London, felony. House of Commons then. Lower House. Notable people from his place of birth. He was born in Kentish Town. But even then, I don't think he'll be one of the more notable people from Kentish Town. Dissolution, House of Commons of England. What are we in? What is sort of where we are? I thought you wanted London. I want BBC. I just can't find it. And the thing is, I would have thought there'd be a big link between politics stuff and news media stuff. Like there'd always be like writing stuff about individual political historical events by citing the BBC. BBC Worldwide. BritBox, BBC. Hang on, let's see what else is here. Lonely Planet, BBC Studio. Which one's BBC Worldwide? BBC Worldwide is a wholly owned commercial subsidiary formed out of restructured, blah, 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 blah. It sells broadcasts abroad. Okay. BBC Transcription Services. We need to get to BBC News. Which one's BBC Studio? I think that makes their non-news stuff, right? Commercial international distribution. Yeah, I don't. BBC Television. Yeah, but the normal BBC will be too high level. It'll be too much. I want stuff that's directly news. BBC does so much stuff. BBC Parliament. BBC Parliament, maybe? Free to air, British Parliament. Doesn't this link to BBC News in some way? London Assembly, Northern Irish Assembly. Red, you always give me the hardest ones. I can't even do Mark Dolan. I can't even get to Mark Dolan. How am I going to get to the Grand Order of Water Rats? BBC Two, let's do it. Free to air, BBC, BBC HD. Fucking hell. Pilkington Committee, Kenneth Clark, Northumberland. There must be more here. BBC Proms, Northumberland, Trade Test Colour Films. Mobile? No, because that's the whole concept of it. Let's just go to main BBC. Maybe it'll link to BBC News. I just think the BBC article's too huge. It's going to have too much. Fucking hell. We passed BBC One. All right, we're going back. That was on BBC all along. Okay, we want BBC One, BBC HD, free to air, BBC Parliament. That was the wrong one. We're not going to Bake Off. BBC One. Here we go. Okay. BBC One to BBC Daily Politics, BBC News. Edinburgh International Television Festival, UK Today, BBC Sport, television license, list of BBC television channels and radio stations, BBC Sport, 60 Minutes. Is that a defunct news and current affair program? But that could link to BBC News. BBC News. But we don't actually want that either. We want Daily Politics. Although he was the head of it. Andrew Neil was the head of it. We don't want the history, but he was the head for a while. Or maybe he was just the head of Daily Politics. Ofcom. Oh, Ofcom. Did you see Ofcom? Ofcom could be good, actually. It's a stretch, but honestly, it could end up there. David Cameron, telecommunications, BBC Trust. Yeah, Ofcom's not a bad shout. Surely loads of... Yeah, let's not think about how we could have come here earlier. It hasn't got enough links. It hasn't got any images. There's such a bias towards images that a thing like Ofcom, who's uploading more than this to Ofcom? Here's their office. Here's their logo. Done. So once you've done that, there's nothing more to generate apart from a couple more info plaques. And that means that stuff like that just ends up really tiny articles. Newsroom, the BBC program. I don't remember it. Oh, it's from ages ago. It's too early. Unless there's... No. It was from the 60s to the 70s. Deborah Turnus. Northern Ireland. BBC One, again. 2.0. Coronation of the British Monarch. Panorama. Panorama is something about like BBC News reporting. Current affairs. Yeah, but that's just the whole concept. It's not BBC stuff. You write the DJ. Don't do this to me, Mark Dolan. Daily Mail? Is there any reason to go to the Daily Mail? It feels connected. And 17 of the UK Labour Party. Did GB News even exist during that time? Does that predate GB News? Yeah, we just got to go into Daily Mail. We've got nothing else. why it would link to GB News. I mean, it might link to GB News, but not prominently. It feels like it would just be Ireland, plagiarism, Mail on Sunday. Is that it? Oh no, huge. Lib Dems. Ted Verity, Geordie Grieg, Joanna Blythman, Mail Online, Serbia. There's just too much. It's like over 100 years old, right? It's just full of junk. Daily Express. Go on then, Daily Express. If we're just going down the lunatics tunnel, why not go for the lunatics of them all? Euroscepticism. Dean Dunham. Reach PLC. Vanessa Feltz. Richard Desmond. Northern Shell. I don't know how you do this. UK Independence Party. I'm just going to go to the UK Independence Party. I don't even know what's possible now. Comres, The Guardian. UKIP to Farage, but what's the Farage to Dolan link? The Referendum Party? Will this get us to Farage? European, is Farage not even here? James Goldsmith. Eurosceptic. European communities. Hard Eurosceptics. Yeah, there was a picture of him. I can't buy bread with pictures of Nigel Farage, can I? Let's just go down austerity. A fitting end to a horrible run.
Watch out!
Is there really? Is Farage just always on there or something? I know they're quite pro-reform UK, I suppose.
Look!
And we're out of here. What a mess. Thanks, Funky.
Look!
What a mess.
Listen!
Talking pints. Brutal.
Look!
I've been absolutely destroyed here. The last thing I'm going to do
Look!
is look at how we ever could have got to Dolan. So that's Big Toe. We're looking for Mark Dolan. Tools. What links here? List of comedians. March 17th, Bob Mills, Shock Jock, Vanessa Feltz, Piers Morgan, Julia Hartley Brewer, Trisha Goddard, Ian Lee, The Crankies, Giles Corran, Paul Ross, David Hamilton, The Dean Dorries, Justin Lee Collins, Neil Fox, Stalking Cat. Okay. Penny Smith, Ian Collins, Balls of Steel, Improverts, Martin Kellner, Danielle Nichols, James Whale, Kagrendra Tapamagar, David Bull, Kim Woodburn, Mark Watson, Sean Keaveney, Mark Watson. No, it doesn't matter. Sean Keaveney, Edna Parker, So You Think You're Funny, Mark Saggers, The Personality Test, James Max, Lin Yu Chi, He Ping Ping, And Then You Die TV series, Urban Legends TV series, George Galloway, Mike Graham, John Nicholson, Jeremy Kyle, Alexis Conran, The Mother of All Talk Shows, The Law of the Playground, Jerry Springer. Let's sing it. Jerry Springer. Mark Dolan. He's not on here. Dolan. Huh? Pages that link to Mark Dolan. Jerry Springer. Mark Dolan. Maybe there's another Jerry Springer then. Maybe there's a mistake been made in here. Disambiguation? No, there aren't any other Jerry Springers. So does this not work? He's not in here, Mark. He's not in here. Maybe his article used to link to Dolan? Yeah, maybe. In the end, we got Dolan. The streak is back at 0. It could link to Dolan without using the actual text. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, here it says my wife, but obviously it's not going to link to the page for my wife. So I get it's possible. Where could it be that it links to... Springer was a guest panelist on 8 out of 10 Cats Through the Keyhole and QI. Wow, I didn't know that. I don't know. If anyone ever figures it out, let me know. For now, I have to go. I'm late for starting dinner. Wish me luck getting the scones to rise. I hope all of you are well. Another crushing defeat for me. But we have new features. We've had fun together. We're happy. We're nice. And we will live forever. Let's see if this new outro works. Goodbye.
It's a 46.
I know. I know. I'm soliciting ideas, really. Trade negotiation, post-industrial United Kingdom. Bro, this is too big. What? Block named Dale and Brexit campaign. Okay.
It's a 47 billion mining.
I know. I'm soliciting ideas, really. Trade negotiation, post-industrial United Kingdom. Bro, this is too big. What? Block named Dale and Brexit campaign. Okay.
It's a 47 billion mining.
I know.
It's a 47 billion mining.
I know.